What's up guys, Cheapies aka Noah back today bringing another video. This time we're doing $1,000 sneaker collection. So basically this is if I had $1,000, what would I spend it on right now currently. This is kind of minusing fees and shipping, kind of like that, because I didn't want to do all of that. It's something that you just kind of have to realize is going to happen. But I did a couple different scenarios and we'll get into that in just a bit. So before we get into the video, I want to remind you guys that we do have a giveaway for Yeezy slides going on. Check out the last video. The rules on that are actually in the pinned comments. I had to change some things. YouTube was deleting a few comments. I think when the Instagram handles or Twitter handles were going in the comments, they automatically deleted them. So you're actually going to comment on my Instagram post, the one on the screen right now. Comment 2 friends, like the video, subscribe, and then like the post on there too, and then you'll be entered for the giveaway. That giveaway ends November 2nd, so you still have some time to enter, and make sure you enter to have a chance to win some Yeezy slides. So let's get into the $1,000 sneaker collection. So the first scenario that I actually went with for the $1,000 is try to get multiple sneakers, easy colorways, kind of what I do already, where you don't have like insanely like hype stuff, but like you have stuff that's pretty cool. I actually did 2 versions of this because you can go different ways. I wanted to do the first one, easy colorways, definitely stuff you can wear all the time. And this is just like you're just starting out, you had like $1,000, what would you buy right now? So the first one, I actually have 4 different sneakers. We have a Jordan 1, a Dunk Low, an everyday sneaker, because I figured you need something every day that you feel like is pretty cool, and then something that's another brand, because I wanted to include something that wasn't just Nike or Adidas, because that's all I ever include for the most part. But the Jordan 1 that I picked for this is Jordan 1 Hyper Royal. I go last sale on StockX, so you may like your size may be a little different. I know for like size 13 it's a little different than like a size 8, but the Hyper Royal around $400, so not bad. Around $400, not terrible. I really do like this colorway. It might be a little hard to wear like every day, but if you like Jordan 1s and a blue sneaker, I've seen it in person, definitely one of the cooler ones. I would pick it up myself. Obviously I didn't get for retail. Anything of these that you got for retail would be much better, but this is stuff all resale, and Jordan 1 Hyper Royal, definitely one to start your collection with. So next one in that same scenario is a Dunk Low. I did the Nike Dunk Low Panda or white black. It goes for like $270 right now. This is obviously a super easy colorway to wear. I had to include Dunk because Dunks are really popular, and this is probably one of the most popular colorways. Obviously super easy to wear, and that's why I had to put it on this list, because that's kind of what I went with. And it's not like terribly expensive. Obviously it started at $100 and now it's like $270 depending on your size, but I think it's pretty good. Obviously something you can wear all the time, and you still like fit in with the hype stuff with pretty popular silhouette. So then we have the everyday sneaker. The everyday sneaker, I went with probably one I honestly do wear every day. It's the Adidas Ultraboost 4.0 DNA with a triple white colorway. For some reason on StockX they were $100, so that's what I went with. I know retail they're like $180, so if you can find one for like $100, maybe even something like used, like slightly used, you definitely can find Ultraboost for under $180, so you don't have to buy the $180 one. But I really love Ultraboost. They're super comfy. You can wear them every single day. Plus I got it in the triple white colorway in here. Obviously there's a ton of other colorways. If you don't like wearing all white sneakers, go with an all black one or something like that. But there are a ton of Ultraboost on like StockX or Go that you can find for relatively pretty cheap, or even in store, and you can pick one up in there. So that's the one I went with for every day. And then the other brand, I did the New Balance Aime Leon Dore. I don't know if exactly how you say it. Sorry, I don't know French. The 550. There's actually 2 colorways in this. There's a gray one and then the white green, both for $200. I think it's a really clean looking sneaker. Only $200, not bad. Definitely one I would consider getting. It could even be an everyday sneaker, but I felt like the Ultraboost was better for just casual wear. This is something pretty cool, and I mean, it's definitely a cool model. I tried to enter, didn't get it, but I think definitely one you should try to pick up. I like the white green colorway a little better than the gray one, but I decided to just put both on here because why not? I give you a little bit of option between those 2. So those 4 sneakers actually total up to $964. Again, that's without fees and shipping, because I just kind of based it off the last sale. So these may be cheaper, maybe a little more expensive, but they're around that $1,000 if you get rid of all that other stuff. But not bad for the first scenario, and let's go into the second one. The second one is actually the same as the first one, but different sneakers. I actually got rid of the Jordan in total, because I know there's a ton of Jordans, and actually after doing it I was like, why didn't I include this? But there's a ton of sneakers out there you could definitely do. Definitely find what you like, especially for $1,000. You could have a decent selection, and that's kind of what I'm trying to show you here. But for this one, we again had a Dunk Low, and this is probably one of the more hyped ones on here. But it's the Nike SB Dunk Low Para Abstract Art. I really like this colorway. I actually saw it in person like yesterday, and it was going for like 400, but that was in the sneaker store, not like on StockX. This one goes for 350, so I think it's pretty reasonable. Pretty easy colorway to wear. Again, it's like white with a little bit of like blue and pink. But I think it's really cool. There's a lot of Para Nike shoes out there that are really cool. But for a dunk low, and it's pretty recent, and 350, not too bad, and definitely one you should pick up if you're doing the sneaker collection. So then I decided to actually go with a Yeezy. So if you were more looking for a Yeezy rather than like a Jordan, I put the Yeezy 700 Wave Runner. Last sale was $415. Again, based on size. Wave Runner is just like a classic colorway to wear, and something you can wear like all the time, fit with a lot of things. And just something that would fit more into like a hype crowd, like someone would be like, oh, nice Wave Runner, stuff like that. And it's not something that's not known. That's why I feel like I had to go on here. I was thinking about 350, but 350s are like kind of basic, and you can find one for fairly cheap. I almost put one in the first list, but decided to go with the Wave Runner here because it was a little different, more expensive. So the first two sneakers kind of expensive, like $700, but the other two make it up, and that's why you can add more. So the next one I decided to do on there is a Nike Air Max 90 Bacon. I actually have this one. I wore this one like yesterday, and I realized how like comfortable it is. It's only going for like $130, which is really good. I mean, I don't remember what retail was, but I feel like it was not too much over that or under that. But I think Bacon's really good colorway. It'd be one of the ones you'd wear more for like specific outfits and not wear it every day. But again, it's really comfortable. I was wearing it yesterday, and I was very surprised at how comfortable it was because I haven't worn it for like longer periods of time. But I like it a lot, and it was probably one of the better sneakers that I've gotten this year, so that's why I felt like I had to include this one here. And then I did put an everyday sneaker on this one too, because I felt like if you were getting multiple sneakers, you probably should get something that's more everyday. But I put the Nike Blazer black white or white black. Super simple colorway. I actually do wear this sneaker every day, basically. Only $100, I think, on retail. StockX had it for like $90, but I just went with retail because I don't know for sure with StockX. Super simple colorway, something you can easily wear. Especially if you're into the high top kind of stuff, then Nike Blazer is a great one to have. So those four sneakers actually total up to $995. So you're really pushing $1,000 limit. Again, this may be a little under, maybe a little over, depending on your size. And then with fees and everything, it's gonna be a little more expensive, but this is just the base for there. So $5 off $1,000, not too bad. And then the last scenario we're gonna go with is basically just one really expensive sneaker and then one sort of like an everyday sneaker you wear all the time. I was trying to find something that was like super hyped up. I couldn't find like a Travis Scott. All those are over $1,000, and I wanted to keep it around the $1,000. So I actually went with the Jordan Union Jordan 4 Guava Ice because I think it's a really cool colorway. And if I feel like you're doing a $1,000 sneaker collection kind of thing, you want to spend $1,000 on a couple sneakers, I feel like this is a good one to have. And at that point, if you're probably having the one really hyped one, you don't need to be wearing it all the time. So that's why I included more everyday sneaker on there. It's a cool collab. It's a really cool sneaker. Again, I wouldn't wear it all the time, but you might want to. And it's just a really good sneaker. And I felt like it'll probably keep going up. So like you probably, if you never wear it, it might go up in value. But it definitely is a good hyped one to have within like $1,000. And then the everyday one is actually one I include on this list already. It's Nike Dunk Low in the white, black, or like panda colorway. I just think it's super easy to wear, and it would be a really good one to have every day. Plus you get something cool. Both your sneakers are something cool. You have the Jordan 4s and then the Dunk Lows. So you get stuff that's like hyped up, and you're not just getting like a Blazer as your everyday sneaker. So you get something that you would be happy wearing every day. Again, that one's only $270. So combine those two, actually reach $1,000 exactly. You may be able to find the Guava Ices or the Pandas for a little cheaper, but you never know. And that one is exactly $1,000, so definitely pushing it. But again, you wouldn't be having as many fees. It might add up all the same, but you wouldn't have shipping on like 4 sneakers. You'd only have the 2. So definitely a good one to think about if that's what you want to do and you want to spend $1,000 on just 2 sneakers. So those are 3 options I decided to give you guys for how I would spend $1,000. And if I want to start a collection or build onto my collection, I had $1,000 to spend. Nothing like crazy hyped. Again, the last scenario did give you the more hyped one, but the other stuff just gave you stuff you could wear all the time. Again, you guys can change this stuff. I just gave you some examples of what I would do with $1,000 and what I would buy, but I think all of them are pretty good. Honestly, my favorite is probably the first one because it is the first one I did. I really like the Hyper Royals. The Dunk Lows are really cool. Love Ultraboost, and the New Balance is really cool too. So probably would go with the first one if that was me, but again, someone might rather have like one really hyped up sneaker and then something they can wear all the time. So don't forget about the giveaway that is going on. That was the $1,000 sneaker collection. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and do all that stuff. So yeah, I'll see you guys later.